Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, I missed you guys yesterday. I took a little day off from filming yesterday because I was tired. Guys. Freedom weekend wore me out. But I actually did do a live last night. If y'all did not catch that, check it out. It had Simple Life Reclaim, Drifting Dreamers, Tim with Ridge Life, my son Life with Levi, and we all did a little recap on Freedom Weekend. It was amazing weekend, guys. Everybody had a good time. It was hotter than what's happening, though, let me tell you. But it worked out, you know. About the only things that was a little crazy was we had that hailstorm kind of come through and the rain for about 20 minutes, just enough to make it real hot and humid. And only had to break out the first aid kit one time, and that was for a little slice on the finger from old Hat Creek. Had to get a band-aid, but that's about it. And so I'll call that a success. I want to thank everybody that kind of came out and that helped with the event and that enjoyed the event. It was a really good time. It was great to just see all the kids playing and having a good time and everybody socializing and just, man, I look forward to Freedom Weekend. I ain't gonna lie to you though, I worked my what's happenings off the whole weekend. Trying to make sure that everything went good, and so I was just on like autopilot for most of the weekend, just kind of just moving and grooving and trying to get everything done. And we cooked so many groceries, guys, so many groceries. And matter of fact, we cooked so many that Simple Life Reclaim came over yesterday to help finalize cleaning up around Come On Mountain. For the most part, a lot of stuff was already done. A lot of people that was pulling out in the morning picked up trash and helped out with a lot of stuff. So Mel and Gary kind of came over after Auntie Ann and a couple others went over and seen the 41.36, and we finished breaking down all the canopies and stuff like that, and just got it cleaned up. And then we decided I didn't even realize it was Monday, and I needed to go live at 6 o'clock on Come On Homesteading. So we decided to do a little recap, and that was a really fun live, guys. Really fun live. And so we did a little recap, and then we decided that we would have some leftovers. And Mel from Simple Life Reclaim did a whole bunch of jalapeno poppers and stuffed mushrooms, and we didn't cook them all. And they was in my refrigerator, so we decided to go ahead and cook those last night. Old Gary and Mel threw down on my new Blackstone and got those cooked up, and we heated up some of the steak from MT Homestead and some of the ribs from Jen and Wiley. And we sat there and just kind of hung out. The weather was beautiful last night. It was actually not hot. And we hung out and just socialized and kind of decompressed, guys, and just kind of just hung out. And Tim had his Bluetooth speaker out, taking requests from the kiddos, and the kids were just sitting there dancing and having a little dance party and stuff. And my granddaughter asked me to dance with her, so I got to dance with my granddaughter last night. I think it was to Grandpa Knows or something like that song. So that was a really sweet moment for me and her, and she just ate it up. She loved being able to dance with her papa, and she told me that she was so happy and she's having such a good time. And man, it just melted my heart. And but we hung out last night until probably 11:30, somewhere around there. It was pretty late, and the kids were just playing, and they was playing red light, green light, Jenga, and all kinds of stuff. And yeah, it was a perfect way to end Freedom Weekend, just to kind of decompress and just relax. There were so many people that was involved in making that event happen, and going off without a hitch like it did. And I couldn't be happier with the way that it turned out. And the mountain looks good. We got a lot of work done for Freedom Weekend, and some stuff that I've been wanting to do, like a septic tank and a toilet and all of that other stuff. And plus working on the road some, and doing a little bush hogging and getting that area where the Drifting Dreamers were staying kind of cleaned up and organized and leveled out and graded and all that other stuff. So not only was the event amazing, but it also got a lot done on Come On Mountain. And we worked our butts off. Everybody worked their butts off for that event. And it turned out great. Today, we are going to go to the 41.36 because today is 4th of July. So happy 4th of July, everybody. I hope y'all are having fun and kicking back with some friends and family and enjoying being free. And don't forget exactly what it took to become free. So definitely take advantage of that. Everybody be safe, especially with the fireworks. I'll have to say that our fireworks show went off without a hitch. Mike, Drew, my brother, Ray, and my brother Ian, all was the ones that were the fire marshals for the fireworks. And so no incidents this year, which was good. I was a little worried about it. I put my two brothers in charge of the situation because by the time we got to the point of fireworks, I was exhausted, guys. I mean, physically, mentally, just exhausted. And I just didn't feel like I was the one that needed to be the one in charge of blowing stuff up at that moment. So I decided to kind of give those reins to my brothers. I knew I could trust them to make sure that everything went off without a hitch, and they put on a really, really nice fireworks show, and everybody contributed to the fireworks and the fireworks show, and I think it was good. And watching the kids for the fireworks show all gathered up, sitting on the ground, just enjoying the show and laughing and having a good time was just everything, guys. It was everything. For me, that was the biggest take on the whole weekend, was just seeing all the kids and the little community that has developed with all the kids from all of us, you know, and I was really, really glad to see my granddaughter get to be a part of it, and just kind of immerse herself into this lifestyle and this community. And she's been going hard, guys. I mean, hard. And she told me, Papa, I'm having so much fun, and coming up, giving me hugs and kisses all weekend and stuff, and telling me thank you. And yeah, she's having a blast, guys. Absolute blast. And I told her, I said, you might be disappointed when this party's over with, because it's not normally this active around here on the mountain. And but she's been here since Thursday, I think. And basically, it's been a play fest ever since she's got here, which is cool. Her and Serenity and Scarlett are like this, guys. This. And which is great. I knew it would be that way. I knew that whenever she came up here, she was going to have some lifelong friends that she got to meet and stuff. And just, I'm really looking forward to it. I've talked to my daughter several times, kind of keeping her in the loop of everything. Last night did have a little hitch. My hot tap did not want to ignite. So that's what I did this morning. While Levi and Addie was still asleep, I ran uptown here. I think the batteries need to be changed out in the igniter for the hot tap. So I wanted to get that situated before they woke up this morning. I actually took a cold shower last night. It's kind of a throwback of what I went through last year, taking a shower outside all year with a water hose. So I need to get that fixed. Hopefully it's just a battery. I looked it up this morning, and did a little research on troubleshooting and stuff like that, and they said that probably the battery's going low. It's enough to make the igniter click, but not enough to actually spark it. So hopefully that's the problem. I think the only other thing, they said there might be air in the gas line, but I already did that last night, just out of just basic troubleshooting and stuff. So hopefully I pop some new D batteries in this thing, and we'll be in there like swimwear. Come out. Oh, let me give y'all some views. Beautiful morning. It's a little, it is a little gloomy this morning. Of course, we had the hottest week that we've had this year last week for Freedom Weekend, and this week is actually supposed to be in the lower 90s, but it's calling for rain most of the week. Not a lot, not a huge amount, but there is a 30+% chance of rain just about every day this week. But I'll take it, because today is the last day of the 4th of July type events. I am going to just relax today a little bit, not 100%. I still got a lot of cleaning to do in the cabin, because I had my niece, my nephew, my brother, my other brother, my son, my granddaughter, all in the cabin, and we was kind of stacked and packed and racked in there, and then all of the leftover food and drinks and sodas and plates and whatnot, you know, has to be all organized and put away and cleaned and all of that. So I'm going to do all of that this morning before we head over to the 41.36. And I got to start making a video for you guys on Come On Homesteading, of all of the stuff leading up to it. I've actually got a lot of video of setting up for the party. With the days leading up to the party, I was so busy I didn't have time to edit it and get it out. So I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna do a 2-part video series. I will probably do the getting set up for the party and moving all the rock and all that kind of stuff that took place to actually get the party set up, and then do probably a premiere. I don't know how much footage was taken on my camera of the actual event, kind of my take on the event. I did not do a lot of filming for the party because I was extremely busy cooking. I feel like I cooked for like 20 hours that weekend, and we cooked so many groceries, guys, so many groceries, and it was so good. And that steak we ate last night, leftover steak, was still just as soft and tender and juicy and good. So basically what I did was I gave my camera to different people and just told them to go film. And so I don't even know what's on my camera, guys. So it's going to be like a treasure hunt. So I've got to watch all of that footage and tell a story with it. So it's going to take a little time. I'll probably start working on that tonight. I'll probably try to get the first video out tomorrow, because I haven't put a video out on Come On Homesteading since Wednesday, last week, I think. It's one of the longest stretches that I went without putting a video on my main channel in a long time, but I just didn't have time, guys. But I did do it live Sunday and last night on that channel, so there is some stuff out there. The live at Freedom Weekend on Come On Homesteading, I think, was probably one of the best lives on the channel in quite some time. Just had a ton of people in it, different channels and stuff, just telling their stories, and just, yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. But I want to thank everybody that came out, and I hope everybody had a good time. It was a big day for us there on Come On Mountain. The fact that I moved there less than a year and a half ago and was able to throw a huge event like that on the mountain was a massive undertaking, and I think it turned out really, 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 really good. So I'm happy with it, and I mean, no better way to enjoy 4th of July than just with friends and family, and enjoying the freedoms that we have. And we did. We had a pew-pew range, going on over there. I personally did not get a chance to try out the PP range. I was over there cooking on the grill, but I know a lot of people did and had a great time. And the swing over there at Drifting Dreamers, old place, was a major hot spot for the little ones. And yeah, the teenager, I mean, it was so funny seeing all the different age groups of kids kind of click up and kind of hang out. And then the older kids were looking out and hanging out with the younger kids and stuff. There was no major drama or anything like that. It's just a really great weekend. So I'm happy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little relieved too at this point. You know, I feel like I can breathe again, you know, and kind of get back to some kind of normality, I guess. Is that the word, normality? Yeah, get back to a little bit of normality, because now, guys, after today, it is time to flip the switch. And now it's time to get ready for Hazel and the kids to come on mountain. And I'm excited about this one. But there's a lot of work that has to be done before that can take place, guys. And as of today, I am exactly 1 month away from setting in Florida to move them back to come on mountain so they can be home. So there's a lot of work that's got to take place in this next month. So if you have not liked and subscribed to this channel or Come On Homesteading, now's a good time to do it, because we're going to be moving and shaking some more, baby. And there's about to be some major changes to the tiny house and some major changes to the cabin in these next 30 days. And I'm excited that my son is here to help me with all of it. It's been years, guys, since I've been able to do a building project with my son. And he used to be my little sidekick since he was about 10 years old on all of my home renovating projects and all that kind of stuff, and little side businesses and everything that I've done over the years. And he is itching to do a project with his daddy, and so he came right at the right time to get it in, and we're definitely going to get it in. So yeah, that's coming up soon. So make sure that you like and subscribe to both channels, guys, because you don't want to miss it. They're both going to be very active, to say the least. And I'm going to be very tired, to say the least. But we're going to get after it. And once we get Hazel and the kids moved up here and the kids get in school and stuff, I think I'm going to take a week off towards the end of August. And just kind of relax. And I think what I'm going to do on that week off, I'm not really going to take a whole week off, but I'm going to take a whole week off from working outside in the heat and the elements and all of that. But I think I've been wanting to do that time-lapse video from the beginning of whenever I moved here to now. And I think that'd be a good week for me to just kind of stay indoors and suck up some of that bald air. Come on, suck up some of that bald air. And just sit there and edit for a week, because it's going to take about 40 hours of editing to be able to do a time lapse on that scale, and just do a big old premiere at the end of the week, and then at the end of that week, then go back at it and start working on the next step on the mountain, which more than likely is going to be solar. With the kids coming up and Hazel, the power demands on the mountain is going to be elevated quite a bit, and one of my big expenses right now is fuel to keep the mountain running. And so I don't have the money to just buy a whole solar system and stuff, so I'm going to start getting components coming in, and as I get it, install it and start building the system that is stackable, because as the mountain evolves and grows and the shops come and the new house comes and all that, there's going to need to be more and more power. So I'm going to start buying those components. I've actually already started working on some of that on the back end and trying to wrap my head around which direction I want to go, because there's so many different products out there and stuff. So a lot of research has got to take place. So I've been doing a lot of that here lately, trying to decide what's my best route. If anybody has any suggestions on different products and stuff like that, I know, you know, I've gotten comments, and I also follow and stuff like Lumen Acres and stuff like that. Some of the bigger channels in our niche and stuff, I kind of already follow those, so don't put those in the comments. I'm more looking for different websites and stuff like that that just has different breakdowns and advantages and disadvantages to different stuff like controllers and batteries and types of batteries and stuff like that. I know a lot of the bigger channels like Lumen Acres, they got like a whole system of the exact same thing, and I mean, their systems are great and all, but I know for a fact they cost a pretty penny, and I'm trying to do it on the budget, if you know what I mean. So I'm looking for stuff like that. It takes a lot of power to run the mountain. You know, I've had a lot of people talk about the EcoFlows and stuff like that. The problem with that is yeah, they're definitely a good alternative for power to cut down on the cost of running the generators and stuff like that, but they're not sustainable to run a whole household. They're just not strong enough, not big enough, and they can't charge fast enough to do that, because you got like 220 with the well, and you know, and then like air conditioners take a ton of power, coffee pots and toaster ovens and stuff like that take a ton of power and stuff like that. So I need something a little bit beefier than that. But I do have a couple of those sponsors in some of my emails, and I will be taking a look at that and trying to get some of that stuff going to help cut the cost a little bit, just to supplement running the generator and stuff like that for right now. So that's what's on my brain this morning, and apparently there was about 22 minutes worth of it. But I hope everybody has a phenomenal 4th of July today, guys. And like I said, take a break, enjoy your friends and family, do a little reflecting on what it took for us to get our freedom and the cost of what it took to get our freedom, and just appreciate it, enjoy it, and everybody have a great day. And as always, guys, always keep it real. Come on.